Okay, so let's begin with the question number 4 of exercise number 1.3. So when you will see the exercise number 1.3 question number 4, there are 7 to 8 sum. In each and every question, you have to show that dy by dx is equals to y upon x. In each and every question, you will see that you have to show that dy by dx is equals to y upon x. So basically, the question number 4, it is based on prove that. Okay, now so this is the first and the second sum. The pattern of the question, it is almost same. Can you see? Here it is 7. Here 7 is replaced by p. Here it is 5. It is replaced by 4. So here 7 plus 5 will be what? 12. So this will be what? P plus 4. So the pattern, it is same. So I will explain the first one. The second sum, you have to try it by yourself. So as I told, exercise number 1.3, you have to remember it as taking log on both the side exercise. Yes, sir. Now, for this sum, there are 2-3 different way in which you can present your sum. You can find your answer. Okay, you can show that dy by dx is equals to y upon x. There are 3-4 different way. Okay, so of course I will gonna explain the simplest method. Okay, so out of that 3-4 method, so let's target the simplest method. So here the simplest method is what? So let's begin now. The first thing is what? Here we'll do taking log on both side. Okay, so now you will say, sir, basically taking log we take only for the function raised to function, yes or no? So here we don't have function raised to function. Here we have x raised to 7. Okay, x raised to 7. So we can apply directly x raised to n formula. Yes or no? Yes, you can apply the formula. But here what will happen when you will apply the formula x raised to n? So here you will get 7x raised to 6. But in the show that we cannot see 7 and 6 anywhere in the question. So as I told, there are 2-3 different way in which you can present your sum. If you want, you can stick with this method using the x raised to n formula basic derivative. You can solve your sum. I'm not saying you will not get the answer. You will get the answer, but it will take too much time. Okay, so as you will solve, you have to do many adjustment over there. So I will suggest to solve this two sum by using taking log on both the side. So here first step we wrote taking log on both the side. Okay, so basically taking log we can take when the power is number also. We can solve the sum by taking log. Okay, remember this. So here this will be log x raised to 7 into y raised to 5 equals to log x plus y raised to 12. Okay, so as I told, whenever we are dealing the sums with respect to log or already log it is there, or we take log on both the side, see that first do the adjustment with respect to log property and then derivative. Okay, so it will reduce the confusion as well as it will reduce the step also. So here clearly we can see that here we can apply the property of log. Which one? Log a into b. So a into b we can write as what? Log a plus log b. Okay, so this we can write as log x raised to 7 plus log y raised to 5. We'll keep this part as it is because we cannot able to apply any formula here, because we don't have any formula like log a plus b. Yes or no? As this part I had explained in the last video lecture. So log a plus b, we don't have any formula. Okay, so after this, just check whether we can do any further adjustment with respect to log property. Yes, we can use this formula to bring the power down. So m into log a. So this we can write as what? 7 into log x plus 5 into log y. 12 into log x plus y. Okay, so here if you stick with this regular method, here what will happen? Here you will get a number, and basically when you will see show that here we don't require the number as in the power also, as a coefficient also. So here the first thing is what, try to eliminate the numbers from the power, try to eliminate the numbers from the power. So there is one simplest method where the power will come down just by taking the log on both the sides. So that's why I'm doing the sum with respect to the log property. Okay, you can do with any other method, but see to that there you have to do lots of adjustment, then after that only you will get the answer. So this is the simplest method I can say out of 3 to 4 method. Okay, now after this I cannot see any further adjustment with respect to log property. Okay, so here I can derivate with respect to x. Rest, I hope you all might be knowing how to derivate with respect to x. Here clearly we can see that 7 is a constant, we can keep 7 as it is, and we have to find the, whenever we know that a constant it is there, it is attached to any function, keep the constant as it is, and then simply you have to find the derivative of the neighborhood term. Yes or no? So your derivative of log x will be what, 1 upon x plus 5 into log y. We know that log y derivative is 1 upon y into dy by dx. How you got this 1 upon y into dy by dx? By using chain rule, because x here it is replaced by y. So here we'll keep 12 as it is, and then log x plus y. So this look like log x formula, but x is replaced by x plus y. So we know that whenever x is replaced by any other term, we have to use the chain rule concept. So this will be 1 upon y. Okay, derivative of log x will be 1 upon y, but here x is replaced by some other term. So this will be d upon dx of x plus y. Okay, then after this 7 into 1 upon x, here you will get 7 upon x plus this part will be 5 upon y into dy by dx. Here it is 12 upon x plus y. Okay, so here we have to find the derivative of two terms, x and y. So connection between this is plus. Okay, so we can do the individual derivative. So derivative of x is what, 1, and derivative of y will be what, dy by dx. Yes or no? Okay, so after this 7 upon x plus 5 upon y dy by dx, here bracket open with 12x upon 12 upon x plus y, bracket open. So here we will get 12 upon x plus 5, okay, plus 12 upon x plus y into dy by dx. Okay, so after this, as we know that there are 2 dy by dx, so whenever we have 2 dy by dx, bring the dy by dx on the one side and the remaining term without dy by dx on the other side. So here I will bring the dy by dx on one side. So when this plus 12 will come to the left hand side, so it will be minus 12 upon x plus y dy by dx. Here it is 12 upon x plus y. We'll shift this plus 7 upon x to the right hand side. So this will be minus 7 upon x. Okay, so after this, clearly we can see that dy by dx, that is common here in the left hand side. Yes or no? Dy by dx is common. So here we can bring dy by dx as common. So inside the bracket you will get what? 5 upon y minus 12 upon x plus y. Okay, equal to 12 upon x plus y minus 7 upon x. So after this, a basic algebraical to the cross multiplication. As clearly we can see that here each and every term are algebraical term. So we can do the cross multiplication here. So 5x plus y minus 12 into y, this will be 12y, upon this will be y, x plus y. Yes or no? Here on the right hand side, it will be 12x minus 7. Inside the bracket, we will write x plus y because there are two terms. Okay, and this will be x plus y. Okay, so after this, dy by dx, bracket expands, so here you will get 5x plus 5y minus 12y upon, we'll keep this part as it is, 12x bracket open with minus 7, so here you will get minus 7x minus 7y. Yes or no? Minus 7y you will get, and this part will be same as it is. So after this, dy by dx, as clearly we can see that here we have like terms, 5y minus 12y. So 5y minus 12y, here you will get minus 7y upon y x plus y. On the right hand side also clearly we can see that x and x are the like terms. So 12x minus 7x, here you will get 5x minus 7y upon x plus y. So after this, we'll keep this dy by dx as it is, 5x minus 7y upon x in the bracket x minus y. Okay, so this term yx plus y, it will go up, yes or no? Yx plus y, and this 5x plus 7 will come down. Okay, just check here. If I say dy by dx, a upon b is there, and equals to, here it is c upon d. So if you want to find dy by dx, so c upon d keep as it is, this b will go up and a will come down. Okay, the process is very simple. If you want, you can do like this also. Dy by dx is equals to c upon d upon a upon b. So c upon d, so when you will do multiplication, so it will get reciprocal here, so this will be b upon a. Yes. So in short, okay, so in short, just wait a minute. Okay, so you can shift this yx plus y to the numerator, and you can bring this 5x minus 7y to the denominator, as I did in the next step. After this, clearly we can see that this 5x minus 7y, it is common here. Even x plus y is common, so you will left with what? Dy by dx and y upon x. So hence it is proved. So in this way you have to present your sum. Okay, and this sum, it is very important sum as board point of view. Okay, so as I told, there are 2-3 different methods in which you can find your answer, but see to that, when you will apply the regular method like x raised to n formula, you will get the answer, but it will take too much time. As here only clearly we can see that it is going up to 10 to 12 step. Okay, so there it will be more than 10 to 12 step. Okay, so the best method is what? Taking log on both the side. And when you will see the second sum also, the pattern of the question it is same. So when the pattern of the question it is same, so the fundamental, the concept, whatever the things, whatever explanation I did for the first sum, the same thing it will be for the second also. Simply what here you have to do, in place of 7, wherever you see 7, there you will write p, and in place of 5 you will write 4, and in place of 12 you will write p plus 4. Okay, and the procedure, the functioning of the sum, it will be same as it is. Okay, same thing you have to do. First taking log, then do the adjustment with respect to log, then do the derivative with respect to x. In the second last step you will get the common, and in the last step you will left with y upon x only in the second sum also. So please try out the second sum by yourself. Okay, I hope this first one it is clear. Okay.